Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And peace and blessings to the elect Hakim out there pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Now, this lesson was inspired because I've been having this reoccurring dream. I've been having reoccurring dreams where I've either been offered abominable foods to eat them, or I have been eating them, like in my dream. And I'd be waking up like thinking I went off, but it's just a dream. And I kept on wondering why. And then it like came to me. I was like, oh yeah, Peter had the same thing. In Acts 10, verse 9, on the morrow as they went on their journey and drew nigh unto the city, Peter went up upon the housetop to pray about the 6th hour. And he became very hungry and would have eaten, but while they made ready, he fell into a trance. And a trance is like a sleep, like a deep sleep. So, he was hungry. And he fell asleep, and saw heaven open, and a certain vessel descending unto him, as it had been a great sheet knit at the 4 corners, and let down to the earth, wherein were all manner of 4-footed beasts of the earth, and wild beasts, and creeping things, and fowls of the air. So like a basket, like a huge basket came down, and it was filled with all these animals. And there came a voice to him, Rise, Peter, kill and eat. But Peter said, Not so, Lord, for I have never eaten anything that is common or unclean. So like his whole life he never ate any of the abominable foods, and he didn't want to. This was done thrice, so it's like a reoccurring dream, And the vessel was received upon again into heaven. Now while Peter doubted in himself what the vision which he had seen should mean, behold, the men which were sent from Cornelius had made inquiry for Simon's house, and stood before the gate. And Cornelius was an Israelite, a confusion of face Israelite. He was a centurion, or a Roman soldier, or Italian soldier, I think. You're gonna see a lot of Jakes, confusion of face Jakes, as we get closer to the end. And they're gonna, some are gonna be police officers, which are the modern day centurions, or in the military or National Guard or what have you. And that's what makes Great Millstone separate from all these other Israelite groups. It's because they push that confusion of face doctrine. If we didn't push that, then it wouldn't separate us. It wouldn't make us holy. That's how the Holy Spirit is working with Great Millstone, because it's separate from all these other groups. It's separate from the Christians that say it's for everybody, and it's separate from these other Hebrew Israelites, because they look at it on a carnal level and think that it's based on skin color, which really it doesn't make them any different from the KKK, because they think that they're the chosen Israelites. They think everybody in that the Israelites were originally white people, because they like to say that Adam was the same word for Edom, which means red. That's not true. Peter wasn't a ruddy red. He was a ruddy brown. That's and you're gonna have confusion of face Jakes come out of the KKK. I mean, the Most High has a sense of humor. Shit. Fucking Paul was he was a Benjaminite, and he before he converted to Paul, his name was Saul, and he killed a lot of the Christians, the people that followed Yahushua. And then he made him one of the top apostles. He went and preached to all these confusion of face Jakes. The letters to the Romans, Galatians, it wasn't to save, everybody in that city, in those cities that those letters were written to. It was written for the Jakes, for the Israelites that were in those cities. In Corinth. And it's not a, you can't convert to an Israelite, man. It's something that is inherited through your father's lineage, and it's a spiritual thing. But at the same time, it's a carnal thing, because you fit under the curses of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, but you don't have any proof to any carnal proof to show that your lineage goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, but yet you have the prophecies and the scriptures to prove it. It's in Jacob's spirit to seek out the Lord, to seek out the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. That's why Paul said, worry not about vain lineages. He also said, worry about the circumcision of the heart, and not the circumcision of, like, the carnal circumcision. Because the reason why he said that is because, once their heart is circumcised, they're marked, and they know that, that's the true power is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. The rest will follow. They'll start to follow all the law, statutes, and commandments. They'll stop eating abominable foods. They'll come out of that Gentile state of mind and start practicing the Israelite customs. They'll start practicing the high holy days instead of their pagan folly days. But yeah, man, you can't be so quick to judge a spirit based on their looks, man. But with that, I'm gonna say shalom.